Hello, friends. Welcome on in. We are in a YouTube collaboration today, and I am looking forward to seeing new friends and old friends, and welcome on in today. Good to see everybody. I know some people will be jumping on in a minute. We're just now going live on our YouTube. And so today we're in the Thrifted and Flip It collaboration. And we will be joining as soon as Miss Tracy is fixing to be finished from Tracy's Crafty Creations, and she will be finishing up. And then I will be jumping in. So hello, hello. Hey, Lori, good to see you today. So our hosts today are Shelby from Red Brick Home Crafts and Make All the Things With Me, and that's Leah. So I want to thank both of them for having me today. Hey, Miss Mary. Hey, Purple Penguin Craft Room. Purple Penguin Craft Room is after me today, so y'all be sure and stay tuned for Vicky today. She'll be after me. Welcome on in. If y'all will for me today, if you'll give me some thumbs up, I appreciate that. And if you will give me a heart and some, yes, and some comments, absolutely. Hey, Shelby, good to see you. All right, y'all. So I kind of had to decide what I was going to do today. And my brain, if y'all know me, thank you for all those hearts. Love it, love it, love it. Wish I could give you hearts on here, but I'm giving you hearts anyway, okay? So I found this in my stash, and I've had it a while. I had two of them. And I'll show you what it looked like, similar to what it looked like. I found a picture on Pinterest. It looked like this. So this is just one of those enamel. I found this one at the thrift store. It was kind of scratchy and yucky looking, but I said, you know, I can do something with it and make it beautiful again, right? I mean, they're looking at me at the counter like, what are you going to do with that? And I said, I'm going to craft with it. So I've had it a little while, found it in my stash when I cleaned up. So we're going to put a little paint on it so I can show y'all kind of what I did to it to make it look like this. It looks old, doesn't it? But it's not. So I'm going to show you some of the paints and things I did with it. Hello, hello. Hey, Jane. Thank you, Mary. My husband loves me in blue. He says it matches my eyes. That's one of the things he flirted with me and said he'd notice my eyes. Yeah. Oh, me. So I'm going to use a couple of colors. I'm going to use a little bit of the Aperol Spritz, which is an orange, and I'm going to mix a little brown with it, which is the chocolate souffle. I do use pixie paints. I love these paints because they come from the earth. They do not have chemicals in them. And that makes a difference to me because sometimes some things give me an allergy, different paints. So they're worth it for me. Uh-oh. If I need that again, I'll get it. All right. And so then I used a little chocolate souffle. I'm going to put a little bit of Oreo Cookie, which is a light gray. Hey, Donna from Cypress Designs. Donna will be on a little bit later. Miss Leah will be on later. If you missed this morning, Shelby was on. Then Rosalinda was on, and then Tracy, and then me. So you haven't missed a lot. If you've missed some people, just go back and you can always replay. You can watch the whole playlist. I've got it up in the description is a where you can go and watch the playlist and what the playlist name is. And this is the Foggy Martini. Yes, you can go and watch the whole playlist. You definitely can. You can just click on that link that I've been putting out in my Telegram, and my brain just went dead, y'all. I was thinking of something else. So let's see. Did I have another color? I was going to use mud pie. Oh, good. Yes, thank y'all for speaking to each other. And this one is mud pie, and it's a dark gray, okay? So you can do it in grays, you can do it in browns, you can do it in rust, whatever you want to use, and some cinnamon. So let me get that one. Okay. Now we're just taking an old brush that we get from the Dollar Tree. You can paint any of your old brushes. Thank y'all for all those hearts. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, give us a thumbs up today. I appreciate that. Hey, Leah from Make All the Things With Me. How's my friend today? Okay, we're going to mix a little bit of I'm going to take our Aperol Spritz, our orange, and a little bit of that chocolate souffle, and I'm going to get just kind of a rusty color, y'all. Now, you can also do this in a little bit of red if you want to. If you want it a little bit more red, you can do that. Okay, I'm just kind of mixing that together, a little bit more orange. And that's going to give us a little bit of that rusty color. And then we can also put some, and I've also got some cream puff out, cream puff. All right, that's what I have. So let's take a little bit of that rust color, and I'm just going to put a little bit in different places. I may have to mix some more. That was kind of light. We're just going to do it like this. I'm going to be using this part, but I'm going to show you. You can do this, and you can put a whole bird's nest in here, put you a little bird house on the back, and you can put a whole set in here, okay? You could do that. Put you a hanger here and hang it, or some wire through here and hang it. And I'll show y'all some other ideas as we go too. So let me get a little bit more of that. And you see I've done a little cinnamon and things on here. You're just gonna tap that on wherever you want it. Let me get a little bit more mixed up here, because that kind of dried a little bit. I've got my fan on in here, y'all. It's not real hot here in the South because we are getting rain. Therefore, my hair is a frizz mess today because I've been out this morning. But it is what it is. So put a little bit on your handle too. A little bit here, a little bit handle. Look at that color. See how rusty it looks? Paint, y'all. All you need is paint. Another thing you can do, if you want to spray paint this, instead of putting the primer on it, you want it something fast, you can spray paint it in this color, which is a primer that you can get from, it's 2x2 primer, or you can use one of the other brands and just put a primer on it and then do it. So we're just going to put this around just some different places, okay? And then we're going to go back, we're going to dip some of our other colors. So now I'm going to take the darker gray, put my brush in here. And some of you have seen me do this before. This is what I do on a lot of old things. It's okay if both paints are in your brush. It won't hurt a thing. Just put you a little bit of that in there. And sometimes it doesn't even look great. It looks kind of white. See, there's another color on here. I'm not sure where that came from or what it was. That's how this has been. I've had it a while. So I'm kind of painting over some of that I'm not sure what colors those were. Just keep tapping it. Just keep dipping in your paint. Don't wash your brush out. Just use the same brush. Same thing. A little bit now of the light gray. Dip a little of that off. And we're going to put a little bit of that here on the handles. A little bit in here. A little bit in here. Okay, and I think I'm going to put a little bit right down in here because I think we'll put some more. Let's take one of the other grays. I'm just kind of blending whatever. We're going to put a little bit right in here. Now we're going to sprinkle a little cinnamon on it. Now, if you don't have enough paint on there, let me take a little bit of this dark gray. Let's add it in. Not too much. See how I've added that in there? Now, I'm going to put a cinnamon, but it may not stick that one. If it doesn't, put a little glue on there. So I'm just going to sprinkle just a little bit here and there. Dust it off. Now, if you don't get enough, you can get some more later, or you can take your brush. There you go. A little rust on there. Let's take a little bit more of that dark gray and let's put it in places. Just kind of sprinkle it in wherever you want to. Any colors you want. If you don't like the grays and don't like these colors, you can use other colors. You could do it in some blues, greens, whatever you want to. Whatever you want. This looks more old and rustic to me, so I like these colors. You like the idea, Shelby? Isn't it cool? Yes, use your paints. You don't have to worry about just... Now, you could also leave this outside. You could leave it outside a while and it'll become really rusty. The best kind of colanders that I love are the old ones, which are very hard to find. If I had my mom's, I would love it, but I don't know what happened to it. I think it finally just broke and my mother threw it out. You know, back in those days, I didn't know to save things, but it was the one on the little legs, and it was wonky because we had used it so much. We had had it for years. I know y'all remember those. If you're close to my age, you remember those wonky colanders. That's what it was like. Now these days I have little small colanders because this is so big to keep in the cabinet that I just use a little one. You can use the little ones to do the same thing, and some of you have seen me do that as well. So I like to take those little the little small colanders you can get from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General, and they're kind of metal. They have a plastic handle, but you can paint over that plastic handle. Just put you a coat of that primer on there to prime it, then paint over it. And I've made several of those and did those for outside on my patio. Those are another great way. If you don't want to get you a big colander, just get you a little small one and do the same exact thing. Now I'm going to take some more of that orange and brown. Got a little bit more of it. I'm going to put it on here a little bit. Make this have a little bit more rust color on it. Just keep pouncing your paint. And I'm just filling in with a little bit of that right in here because I didn't like the color that was on it. I'm just going to pounce it. Some of it's not going to show, but just trying to give you the technique of what you can use. So just take your different colors, get you more paint out if you need it, and then just kind of go around where you need that color. Let's get a little bit more. You like it? Thank you, Crystal. Good to see you today. Hello, everybody. Hey, Rosalinda. I'm glad that you're doing better and back with us, girlfriend. Y'all go and watch everybody's video and subscribe to their channel. You will love subscribing because you're going to get some great content there. And listen, y'all, this is a great way to be able to work with your audience. You don't have to worry about how many comments you have. You don't have to worry about, is your video going to be out? And I'm going to tell you, it's getting worse and worse. And you just got to take some other avenues. So we love being on YouTube. It's a great platform. It's a great way to find. You can go on YouTube and just find anything that you need. If you have a question on something, you can type it in and find all kinds of answers, right? So we kind of have to go with some different avenues sometimes. And so you just comment all you want on here. Hit those thumbs up, hit those heart buttons. We appreciate it. And give me a subscribe if you aren't subscribed. I would appreciate that as well. So I appreciate Leah for getting me interested in YouTube and telling me a lot about it and getting me to where she said, just go live, you'll be fine. So if you're watching me, you like to go horizontal or vertical today, it's better to go this way to watch me, okay? I am used to that direction, so that's what I do when I come on. It's because I'm used to it. So that's looking pretty good, y'all. Looking pretty good. We could put some more cinnamon if we want to, but I think it's fine. I like it. Up here, I'm going to put just a little bit more of that dark gray. I'm not liking it up there a whole lot, so let's put a little bit up in here. So this will be a little different maybe than something you've seen before. This mud is almost a black, but it is a lighter grayish black. If you're wondering what that color's like. Let's just put a little bit up in here. We're not going to worry about the inside, but you definitely could do some on the inside as well. So I like that. I'm liking that. Let me put a little bit right in here. That was a little much, but I'm just going to blend it in. Just blend it. Take you another color on top if it's too much, and just blend on top of it. Just put you another color on top. There we go. Fix that. So that's what we've got. Let me get that. Let me get a little bit on this handle. The handles seem to be the most But if you'll put a primer, it helps quite a bit. So let's see if we can pick it up without. So that's what we have right there. Don't worry so much about the inside, but if you were going to use your inside, if you just joined us, you could put you a bird nest in here, make you a bird nest. You could hang it. Now, I do like this and hang it. You know, you've got these little black hangers. You could hang this up somewhere on one of the hangers. It would be really cute outside, except for it would get some weathering. So I would put a good sealer on it if you're going to put it where it could get any kind of weather. And it won't hurt it. It just will, your paint will come off, but it'll rust it. So you could do that. You can put it like this and use it and have a lamp out of it. We're going to use the top here. Now, you could turn it this direction and just use it this way. But the way I'm going to put in here, I'm putting one of my mom's birds. I don't want it to get broken, so I'm going to use mine this direction. Okay? So let me get this off my hands so we don't get that everywhere. And I'll just give you some ideas of what you can do. If you don't want a bird's nest and you want to use it in your kitchen, think of some things that are in your kitchen. You could put some, the little fabric hearts would be cute in here. Would be cute on the inside. My other one that I had, I did take it, I left it like this, and I put an arrangement in it. And if I remember correctly, it was like an Easter arrangement. You could change it out for the seasons. And I put my grass, you know, like some, but I don't put the fake grass. I don't really like that. So I just put some moss in mine, put the carrots and some rabbits and stuck those out of there. And I remember doing that with the other one. But get you one that's made well enough for you to be able to do something with it. You can get a plastic one. I'm going to tell you, they're not going to hold up as well. Just FYI. Okay? So, another thing that we could do is we could take this green moss here. And you could take it. Let me make sure this is good and dry because it may still be a little wet. I have a lot of ideas for these. My brain just sometimes doesn't turn off. And I looked on Pinterest, and y'all wouldn't believe all the things you can do with these on Pinterest. All kinds of things. It looks like an illusion. Hello. Is that Tidery Dragons? Good to see you. Hey, Lisa from Brown Eyed Girls Crafting. You decoupage your strainer, Mary? I can't remember that. If you did, I'll have to look again. I don't remember that. But I know you did something like that. Okay, y'all. This is that stuff. Ooh, y'all. I don't know what that is. It looks like no, it's just something floating in the air. This is that green stuff that people are buying. Now, I'm telling you, it's kind of strange, but it works. But you could put that all the way around here without using any glue. And you could make this just have some greenery on the bottom. My husband was laughing at this stuff. He said, "Boy, that is weird." I said, "But it works." So this is just some that I had out. And you could put that on there and put your moss all the way around. And we might end up putting some more. Right now, I'm just going to kind of leave it like that till we get through with everything else that we have time for. So that's that little stretchy stuff. I will say, it's not bad, y'all. You get a whole big old bag from Amazon, and it's kind of strange, but it does work. It does work, so I'm okay with it. So let's get this, and we're going to put a couple of different things in here. So you could put a peat pot if you wanted to, and I did start a peat pot like this with some sticks, but it was kind of big, and I thought it may not work with this other bird I'm doing, so I'm kind of checking to do each one. So I want to put piece go. I want to put here. I want to put my little piece here. And this is a part of one of the dowels that somebody's cut apart, one of the spindles they cut apart. I got these a few years ago. It's already painted green. I'm going to kind of put that toward the back. I really like that. So I'm going to put it with some hot glue, but I'm also going to put some wood glue because y'all know that hot glue is not going to hold on metal well. So you want to use two kinds of glue. Hey, Janet, how are you? Janet Roselle. Janet Roselle 8544. Hello. You like that moss? It's pretty cool, isn't it? So y'all just put your glue in a couple places And then put your hot glue in between, because you don't want to put it on top of one another. Sometimes they cancel each other out and you won't have any sticking. Let's do this. I want to get this ready, because I'll get to talking and then we won't get our project done. So let's do that. So let's put that right there. And that is a little cross that I did with some Form Flex. I love a little cross in my arrangements as well. Isn't that cute? All right, so we've got that. This is my mom's bird. This is Cafe de Monte. I like to use mom's birds, but I try to use them somewhere I won't break them. I did break one of them. I fixed it back, but my mother loved birds, so every time I do birds, I think of my mom. I've got this little nest, and I can stick it on top of it a little bit, can kind of glue it on there. I might use that, but then I'm thinking I'm just going to put some moss in it. And then I do have some little sticks I might stick one of the other birds on. So I've got these little sticks too. So I think we'll add those, but let's put some moss in there. Other moss. We're not going to put that sticky moss. We're going to put a little bit of this, which is a little bit of kind of a dark green. This was a little strange too. This came from, it's reindeer moss. It came from Old Time Pottery. Old Time Pottery when they were in business. That's how old that is. And then I'm going to take some of my new reindeer moss in their other green. We'll put a little bit of that in there. So I like to kind of mix it, because y'all know it's mixed out in your yard when you see it. Today is Arbor Day. Happy Arbor Day. I went this morning and got a tree from place, a little park down the street. Every year they give away free seedlings, or there'll be little trees. There wasn't much left. They were already, they hadn't even been open but 15 minutes and everything was gone. So people come from everywhere and get them every year. And I meant to go earlier. So we're going to do that. We're going to put our moss in there just like that. And go ahead and put a little hot glue under it. If you think that you're going to change this every season, you may not want to glue it. You may just want to leave it just like this. So that would be fine to leave it like that. You don't have to glue it. We can leave it just like that. And I think we will today. I think we're just going to leave it. And then I think we'll put our little stick kind of in here and put that right there. And probably Mom's bird is going to go right. I think that'll work. I think that's going to work. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's see how we'll do here. Yeah, I think I'll put Mom's bird right there. Now I might want to do, let's see how the little sticks. I think it'll sit straight. No, that's a little bit much. And I could put the little nest. What if we turned it over? Well, you know what, y'all? We could turn it over and use it, and then Mom's bird would be not have to worry about it. I think it'll be okay. It'll still look like a nest, and we'll put a little greenery on it. Let's glue a little greenery on it. Let's make it look a little bit more like a nest. I'm gonna grab the hot tool. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit of glue. And I've got my finger. I'm just going to put a little bit on here. Just a little bit here and there. And make it look more like a nest. Now, you'll know that they pick up all kinds of things birds do. If you brush your dogs or cats outside, if you will leave the hair from them kind of up where birds can get it, they will take it and put it in their nest. We had a nest fall out of the tree, and it had cat or dog hair in it. We don't know where it came from, you know, because we didn't have a dog or a cat, but I guess it had gotten it from, you know, when people went out brushing their animals, and they had that in their nest. So they will pick up things, and they tell you to leave things out for them to pick up, little sticks and different things like that. You can kind of put them up where they can get it. So there we go. That looks like a little nest. I'm going to move that one over there because I'm afraid that'll be kind of in the way. We can put some little greenery and stuff in it too. So let's kind of move our moss a little bit right here. And I'm going to put that right down in there. And I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue to hold it. A little bit of hot glue. Put that right in there. And I'm going to kind of push it down a little bit so it'll be a little bit more even for my bird's nest. I don't want to block my cross too much. Oh, I think that'll work, y'all. And I'm just going to use some hot glue right now. It does have some little sticky stuff on the bottom that'll help hold it as well. And we're just going to build up underneath here for that bird. Oh, I like it. Just a little bit of that moss here and there. And a little bit more of the darker moss. Let's see, that one, let me get a little bit more of this. I want just a little bit of this kind of, I kind of like them mixed. I like that in there. Just a little bit here and there. I heard some ladies talking this morning as I was waiting to go into Trader Joe's after I went and got my tree. And they were talking about moss, but I didn't dare get in the conversation. I just kept my mouth shut because they were trying to figure out them. And I thought, no, I'll just let them figure it out. I have to learn to do that, y'all. Sometimes I just want to say, hey, I craft. I can tell you what to do, but I didn't even know what their project was. So now we're going to put some greenery and stuff in here. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to place this one in here. I've got a couple of other birds. I've got this one. This one came from Michael's. You could put it up here on the top, or we could place it down here. I do have some little eggs. Let's put our little eggs in, and let's see what else we want to do. We've got those. Let me move that tool so y'all can see. I have some of these little birds as well. These came from Amazon. They're kind of a plastic type thing. They're kind of bright colored, but they were cute. They were cute. So you could have 3 in there. And that one may sit up there on the top. I'm kind of thinking that one. This one has a little clip. You can take the clip off, or you can just let it sit right on the clip and it's fine. Let's put that one kind of right there. I think that'll work. And let's put our little eggs in. So I painted this one in a blue. I love the blue eggs. This one is the French macaroon. Isn't that a gorgeous color? If you're doing blues in your home, you could, of course, done this in blues. Blues and white would have been really pretty. That's something else you could do. I painted my little eggs blue just for something different. I'm going to just put that one right there. And then this one is another blue. Put some little dots on it. And it is the sugared glaze. I love all the blues. Y'all been really liking the blues. My husband asked me, did I want to paint the kitchen cabinets navy or a blue? I said, I don't think I want to go there. I don't want them that dark. I can't really do gray because my countertops are gray and that'd be too much. So, I don't know. I might like a blue, this color blue, this French macaroon. I might love that blue in the kitchen. Okay, I got that so far. Let me show you what we have. Isn't that cute? I probably will put the greenery around here because I'm thinking I could leave this and just change these out, or I can pull these back out because they're not going to be hard to take out and change from the seasons. I kind of like the little, I might make this a little smaller and just add that in. That might be something I do. Yeah, it's kind of big, but I can take a couple of the sticks off that didn't. These still had glue, y'all. Glued them last night, and they still got wet glue on them. So let's take a couple of those, and let's kind of put those in here as well. I think I'll take this little bird out a minute. Let's just put a couple of sticks in here. Since they already have glue on them, we'll just take advantage here. You know they like sticks, too. So how many of you have some old kitchen utensils you can use? You love blue? I've always liked blue, and I had all blue stuff, you know, of course, in the 80s and 90s, and I got tired of it after a while. This house that we moved to ended up having blue carpet in every room, y'all, every room. And I got tired of blues for a while, but I'm kind of feeling the blues again. I've been doing a lot of things with blues, and I love all the blue and white rabbits and birds, and all those things have been so fun. Okay, I got her some sticks now, so I think I'm gonna like that better. Let's put her a little hot glue. You like it? You like to decorate with birds too? I do too. Did I tell y'all I was Sheila from Sweetie's Creations and Decor? I hope I told you that. I am. I may have got to talking to y'all and just forgot to tell you, but I thought I told you. Somebody asked me who I am. That's who I am. I have been on Facebook a long time, and I started doing YouTubes. I've always done some videos on YouTubes, but I hadn't been live before Miss Leah taught me into it. Oh, y'all, I like that little bird sitting on top, too. Now, we could tone it down if we wanted to. Look how cute. What y'all think? Isn't that cute? I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking the little sticks in there, too. I think they'll be cute. I love that. Now, I do have a little bee. If I wanted to add a little bee. Not sure I like the little bee. Let's put some greenery and stuff in here. Let's move that off. And let's put us a little bit of this greenery. I've got some Sweet Annie. Let's put some of those in there. That's going to give it a little bit more of a look. We'll just add a few of these. So instead of gluing my grass or my moss, I'm going to glue these into the moss. And I feel like that's better because once you glue all that moss down, you've got, and you want to change out for the seasons, you kind of have a mess to do. I do the same thing in my arranging. I feel like it's better to glue this than to glue your other down. It kind of does better. So just put your little glue here and there. We're going to put a little greenery in there, and we'll add some other things. Add a couple of flowers. I've got some little small flowers. I'm just going to start with the greenery, and I, of course, will show it to you. That is perfect for Mom's bird. That's going to work. I didn't use her birds in my things for a long time, and then I thought, why not use them? The kids aren't going to want any of these things. They're just going to put it in the yard, so why not use it while you have it? Mom's probably smiling knowing I'm using it. Okay, let's put a couple of flowers. I've got some little pink flowers here. These are kind of pretty. Let's put a couple of those in. Because we've got time. We'll put a couple of these in there. Just add those here and there. And we'll put a little bit of the, and I'm just putting a little bit of, I'm going to get me another glue stick. I'm just sticking them in there. Just wherever I think that we need them. Just going to stick them in. A little bit here on the edge. You do, and I don't care what kind of glue it is, you're going to have these glue thingies. No matter what brand you use, I'm telling you. This is the Gorilla Glue. And what I do with mine is I just tap the edge and make it stick to the other one. All right, let's see what else we've got greenery we can put in there. Some other little greenery. I got some little yellows. Got a little yellow flower here. I wonder how that would look. Whoop. Yeah, let's put that back there. Let's put that yellow flower right there. Got a couple of red. I got some blue. Let's put a little bit of this blue in there, y'all. We love the blue. Let's do a little blue. These came from Walmart. I wish I could find some more. My Walmart this year did not have these little flowers so far. Now, maybe they haven't gotten everything in. I'm hoping they get more because these are so cute. They did not have any little flowers. And then sometimes you can find at Hobby Lobby, they have those little paper flowers. You can find some in there too. I like the blue. A little glue on this one here. Let's put it right there since we got our little blue. All right, this one's a little long. What do y'all think? Y'all give me a thumbs up if you're liking it. Thank you. Thank you, Shelby. I love to play with the bird things. I think it's just my thing here. Whee. When you get through, you can take your hot tool and just blow it, and that's going to get all those ookies off. So that's what we're having so far. Along with the glue strings. They don't cost anything. They're free. They're free. Glue ookies are free. Y'all, this is the stringiest glue. For this to be expensive, it's more expensive than the other, and this is, I wrote on it that I thought it wasn't as good as it used to be. I don't know if they've changed the formula or what. Look how cute. Look how cute. You're liking it? Well, thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see. Here's a little red. We got a little reddish pink on that one. We got a little yellow. Let's see. We got some, any color flowers will work. Let's see what else we got here. I like this little yellow stuff right here. Let's use a little bit of it. This is some little yellow, little seedlings. This probably came off of something. I save all these little pieces because I'm always doing little birds and things. So I save all this stuff because I know I'm going to use it. Here's some white. Let's put a little bit of that in there. Just some little things. Okay, let's put it right in here. Now, if you don't have room to put this somewhere, since it is a little big, you could just hang it. But I'm going to do mine this way. I don't know where I'm putting it, but I'll find somewhere. I'm thinking I might even take a string from here to here, and or I can put it here in the holes and hang it up. So may do that. That might be what we do. Let's put a couple more flowers in here. Here's one. I like that one too. That's a cute orange. Look at this one's pretty. I've got that little green stuff stuck in everything, so it is kind of messy. Put that one right there. Now you could put, if you wanted to put something else on here, you could do that too. Just do you. Do what you like. Do what you feel. Let's put one more of these little, let's put a little Sweet Annie in there now. I've got some already torn up. Let's do it. Let's put a little bit of this green. I like this too. Let's put a little bit of it in there. Just whatever you've got, whatever you have. Okay, just stick it in. The Sweet Annie, I'm gonna kind of take apart a little bit and just stick it in. Put a little bit right in there. Hold this one kind of over this way. Woo. Put it right in there. Okay, I've got another little piece right here. Let's just take a little piece of it. And we'll put it kind of right in here. There we go. So what do you think? I like it. And then I might put this green around here. I may leave it off, but you know, you could put the greenery and put some flowers around here too, like it's a garden. So you could do that. I may do that with it. I'll kind of look at it and see. You like it? Is that better? Yes, I love it. I'm loving that. That's cute. Now let me tell y'all, if you can't find a colander, grab you some graters. This was a grater. My friend got me 2 of these at the thrift store. Now a couple of them had like plastic here. I pulled the plastic off to make it look more old. This one was spray painted with the primer I just told y'all about, and that's all I did to that one. And then I took and put a little cinnamon. It needs some more now, but I just glued some cinnamon on there and stuff to make it get a little older. And then it is a magnet, so you can take and make you some little magnet things to put on there for the season. And then just put a little bow, and that's all you got to do. And I have these in the kitchen, and I have a light in my kitchen made out of 3 graters. I did not paint them or anything. They're old. They're actually very old. And I just used them and just let them just weather themselves, and they are my lamp light in there. So let me show you a couple of things that you can do with these. Besides that, we've got time. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna add a few more probably flowers. I think I'll put some more of this greenery around here. And I might just stick some moss on it, y'all. I'm thinking maybe just a little of this greenery, a little bit of moss, and then maybe just put some flowers on there. Y'all tell me what y'all think. And just leave me, and I'll go back and look at that. I'm kind of thinking maybe just put the greenery on there and just do it just like that. So you definitely could take then some of your rusty wire, and you could just run it. If you wanted to hang it somewhere, you've got a place to hang it, You could hang it up from the ceiling even if you wanted to. Yeah, out on my porch, I could hang it from the ceiling. You just run your wire from this hole to this hole over here and hang it up that way. Or you could do it on the handles and hang it that way. I think either way you could do it. It would be cute. I like it. It might not be your taste, and that's okay too. Yes, it looked like this. It was just one of those colanders you pick up. Okay, now here's an idea they did. They made a light with it right here. These were all on Pinterest. See the light? Isn't that cool? I would love that. I like it plain, but I probably would fix it up. That would be really cute, just to put some moss and stuff on it, make it different, right? Or that would be really cute if you've got an outdoor room. That would really be cute. Here's one that they did. This looks like an old colander because we had this one with the stars. This is what ours look like. And they've put, it looks like a real flower in there. I probably would use silk flowers, but there's that. And then here's a light fixture they did with several of them. Look at that. All this came off of Pinterest. All right, and then if you can't find a big colander, here's one of the small ones. I could not find mine, y'all. If y'all could see, we're fixing to paint the guest room, so everything out of the guest room is all in our building, and I can't even get in there to walk, or I would have pulled some of these out. And these are the little small strainers that you can use. That's what that is. So there's your couple of photos to look at, and that gave you some ideas on that. And I'm gonna go now and put a little bit more of this green on here. Let's look at that and see what else we can do with that. So this stuff is kind of crazy, but it's fun. You just pull out what you need, and it stretches. You can pull it apart, you can leave it together, and then you're just gonna, it's sticking to this pretty good where I might not even have to put any glue on it. It's pretty cool. It is sticking to this really. It's kind of cool, y'all. I like it. It's different. Let's just put a little bit of this. It's a little stretchy stuff, but it does kind of fill in really well. You probably see some of the crafters using this. It's kind of different. It is kind of funny, isn't it? You love Pinterest too? Yes, and I have a Pinterest channel. I have a Pinterest channel, whatever you want to call it. I got a Pinterest as well. Now, go and get you a subscription to Pinterest, because they are doing a lot of new things on there, and it's going to be a great place for people. Anytime that I do a creation, I try to go on there, and then I put my link so that they can find me on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you are, wherever you're coming from. If you will do links, they will let you put links in there, and then you can link all your crafts. They can find out what you do, and then they can send you an email. Use your business email, and they can email you something they might want to purchase from you. It's another great place to get known. So get your Pinterest if you don't have it. It's a great place to go as well. And Pinterest is doing a lot more. Now, they used to do lives back in the day. I used to watch a lot of creators live on there. They haven't had that in a while, but they're talking about doing something new. So we don't know. They may come up with something. They may come up with something. So I'm just going to do it like this, but I'm kind of thinking, I kind of like that mossy look, but I'm thinking maybe just some other moss glued in there too. What do y'all think? Y'all think some other glue too? Now you can make it a little thinner. I'm okay if it shows through a little bit too, but it looks okay. It looks like the moss. Kind of stretch it on our edges here. You could stick a little bird right there if you wanted to on the edge, on the handle. So this was something a little different, but I was just kind of came up with it when I was looking at my stuff. I had lots of thrifted stuff, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I don't go to the thrift store as much now, y'all. I went and donated there this past Thursday. I was good. I did not go inside because I will get in trouble, and I have way too much stuff. So put the stuff out and donated and went on. Isn't that cute though? You love it? Thank you, Tracy. You can watch everybody in a group, Tamara. You can watch the playlist. There's a link right above in my description. If you'll just click on that playlist, you can watch everybody there today. You don't have to jump to each page. Everybody's on the playlist. Absolutely. So now stay on and go to the playlist and make sure that you're watching Vicki with Purple Penguin Craft Room. And she is next, and she will have something great for you as well. We're going to have a lot of ideas for you today, so just click on that playlist and you watch everybody right behind each other, and you don't have to go anywhere else. Hey, Cinderella, how are ya? Good to see you today. Thank you. Awesome. So I kind of like it. It's different. It's different. Yes, I'll bring it up close for you to see again. Just put as many birds as you want, flowers as you want. I'll probably add a few more flowers while I'm watching the next person. So my time is up, and now you will watch Vicki. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate you today. Have a wonderful and blessed rest of the day. Thank you.